Hello and welcome to Clumsy Girl Gaming. I am Matt. Hope everyone is well today. Today this video is going to be how to use a controller playing Project ZOMBOID. Or at least how I use the controller playing Project ZOMBOID. I was watching a stream by Slater Days Gaming the other day, and we were having a conversation about how the functionality of the controller works, and I couldn't really convey that via chat, so I decided to make a video about it. And thanks to Slater Days Gaming, here it is. If you haven't checked out his content, it's very good. He does a lot of Project Zomboid stuff. He also does some Rogue Tech, Battletech, 7 Days to Die, and Baldur's Gate, a few other things. So if you haven't checked him out, check him out. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through and just pick one of my games that, I'm just playing. And I'm going to go through, what each control does, how I use the controller. So this is not one that I'm actually using for anything other than just a little bit of fun. The mods don't matter, nothing else matters. Just basically a little tutorial on the controller. So let's get started. I do use an Xbox Elite Series 2 controller. Honestly and truthfully, it feels really good in my hands. I just like the smoothness of it, the functionality. I think it's a really good controller. But that is what I am playing with. So this is a new game. And I am here I'm in Rosewood. Once again, doesn't really matter. So if the little Windows button on the left will bring up this radial menu here. You can either go to your player info, you can enable search mode, move furniture, zoom out or in, fast forward and pause, and then you're crafting with that button. The lined button is to obviously pause the game, go into your options, whatever that is. Strafing is going to be with the right joystick. Movement is of course going to be with the left joystick. And attack is going to be with the right trigger. And the left trigger will shove, or if you have a zombie down on the ground, it will do the boot stomp. In your inventory, if you want to cycle through your bags, let me adjust this real quick. I don't like the windows real big. So we'll reduce it down to there. I actually like seeing most of the screen when I play. Unfortunately on the controller this does not stay. You have to adjust it every time you come in. Not a big deal. Hopefully in build 42 they will adjust that a little bit. But anyway, if you want to cycle through your bags, you're going to use the left bumper and it will cycle through your inventories. On the other side of that, if you want to cycle through like cabinets or zombies or things like that, you'll use, the left button, or the right button, excuse me, and it'll cycle through. I do have proximity inventory mod. I do like that mod, so you can see several cabinets or zombies at once. But anyway, the right button is to is to cycle through, the cabinets and things like that. I guess I'm going to try to sleep. Hopefully I don't get bitten in my sleep. We'll find out. And then tomorrow, if I don't die tonight, I will go out and try to fight some more zombies and kind of give you a general idea of what's going on there. So I think I hear some outside. And what we will try to do is not go out that door. We'll go out this door up here. If you want to sneak, you'll click the left mouse or the left joystick, and back to sneaking is the right joystick. And once again, the straight. I think I'm saying that wrong. Left is to walk and crouch. Right is to strafe. If you want to run, you'll just hold the right trigger down and it'll move. Interacting with television or radio or anything like that, you'll walk up to the device, you'll hit the X button, you'll go down to device options, and then you'll see down here that it says the right button will select the enter. It's also the same if you want to insert a DVD or anything like that, CD. So you'll click the right button and you can use the D-pad to go through and select what channel you want. So the right button will select that drop down menu. I'll select that, tune into Life and Living. Volume down is the B button, volume up is the A button. And then you can just select A on the turn on, turn off. And if you want to insert a DVD into a television that uses a DVD, you'll just go into this and you'll have to have the DVD or VHS, in your inventory, your main inventory, not a bag or anything like that. And then it'll give you a prompt down here to add media. Then you just follow the instructions on that. And then if you want to close out the window, you'll just hit the outer and then exit out. Got me a little bit of cooking experience there, which is nice. So, because this is a tutorial video, I'm not really concerned about cooking XP. Now, like I said, I like to use my mouse wheel to zoom in and out most of the time. Once again, Y button for the inventory. Excuse me. And like I said, with the left trigger, you'll just do the boot stomp or shove. Let's see if I can find another zombie around. There should be some out here somewhere. There's one. So I'll just, I'll zoom this guy and then I'll shove him. Or not. Boot stomp. Oh no. Oh no. The one thing about the right stick is you do have to have have the stick pointed in the right way, or you will miss. Not a problem though. All right. So that's basically that for that. I do not have a car, so let's run over here and see if we can find us a car real quick. Boot stomp, or shove, depending on which one. So I'm going to zoom out with the mouse this time. Basically, it's just your radio menu here with the little Windows button on the left side of the controller. And same thing with the zoom in. If you want to pause the game, it'll pause there, or you can also use your mouse. Same thing with the fast forward. I'm going to run over here to my starting location because there were a couple of cars, and I can show you how to interact with that. A little different, but not too bad. Your D-pad also has quite a bit of functionality. Up on the D-pad usually allows you, like when you want to connect one car to another for towing or something like that, you'll use that. Alright, so we'll go over here to this house. A couple of zombies there. I do have it on high population, but that's irrelevant. Does not matter. I'm not doing a whole lot of damage with this, but it's something. Of course, my character still is really new. Whoops. Once again, the X button used for transferring inventory. And if you want to, like if you have a, let me go down here and eat something real quick. Okay. We'll go down here and interact with this car after we fight this zombie. So I can, if I don't have a weapon equipped, I can use the right trigger to shove as well, but if you just want to shove, you can use the left trigger when you're strafing. I have other, if you press left on your D-pad, it'll bring up your weapons radial menu, and then you just select between whatever weapons you have equipped. I'll go ahead and get that crowbar attached. So, if you're on a car, you'll press up and it'll give you the radial menu to interact with the car. I do like stomping zombies, so I try to do that as often as possible. But if you're wanting to enter the car, obviously you'll just, go down here. If you have a gun equipped, you can just hit the right button to reload your weapon. But, just getting in and out of the car, pretty simple. It's actually, sometimes I use the D-pad to, scroll up and down in my inventory, and then sometimes I use the mouse wheel. It just depends. It doesn't really matter at all. It is kind of nice to have a little bit of a hybrid build, but interact with it, smash windshield, lock hood, everything. It's pretty simple. If you want to pull up your map, you'll press right on the D-pad and it'll bring up this radio menu here. Down is for social interaction, like shouting. You can just spam some shouts. And that's basically it. There really isn't a whole lot more to it. It takes a little getting used to. Personally, I feel like it's a little bit easier driving and fighting on the controller. The inventory might be a little bit less user friendly with the controller, but still manageable. But other than that, that's about it. Pretty straightforward. And pretty straightforward. Doesn't really take a whole lot to get in on the controller. Once again, thank you for all the likes and subscribes. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate the comments that everybody has given me. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. All the information that I've gathered from everybody. Thank you very much. And I hope everybody has a great day.